Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jaden. Welcome to Ming Medicine. Today we are going to talk about holistic 5-element cycle in Bazi. If some of you guys have already studied about 5 elements, you might be familiar with two major cycles, the generating cycle and the controlling cycle. In generating cycle, wood generates fire, fire generates earth, earth generates metal, metal generates water, and water generates wood again. In controlling cycle, wood controls earth, earth controls water, water controls fire, and fire controls metal, and metal controls wood. These generating cycle and controlling cycle are very basic principles of 5 elements, but they could be really complicated. Because we can apply 5 elements to many different things, such as personality, behavior, or relationships. And in medicine, we can apply 5 elements to human organs and channels. In the study of Bazi, the Asian Calendrical Science, the daily energy, and monthly energy, and yearly energy can be determined by each 5 element. And to analyze how generating cycle and controlling cycle interact among those 5 elements is the key of reading Bazi chart. There are numerous theories in Bazi, and it is almost impossible for us to memorize one by one. However, if you look at the core principle of all the theories, you will know it is no more than the relation among the 5 elements. And of course, on the top of that, there are yin and yang as well. Actually, yin and yang is not different from 5 elements. Yin and yang can be described as 5 elements, and 5 elements can be also described as yin and yang. In Bazi, we usually use 10 heavenly stems and 12 earthly branches, and you will know the root of stems and branches are no more than yin and yang and 5 elements. So from now on, when I explain about Bazi chart, I will use stems and branches, but in the lens of holistic 5-element cycle. So what is holistic 5-element cycle? If you want to read one's Bazi chart or diagnose a patient's state based on 5 elements, we should look at the whole dynamic of 5-element cycles, not just one generating or controlling cycle. That's what I mean by holistic 5-element cycle. Let's look at the example. I usually draw one's Bazi chart like this, so you can think it is very simplified form of the Bazi chart. By drawing the chart in this form, we can see which element is stronger or weaker. Of course, if I draw a bigger circle like this, it has a stronger energy. So here, someone's metal energy is relatively stronger than other 4 elements. Then we should be able to think how this metal energy interacts with all other 4 elements. For example, because this metal is too strong, the generating power from this metal to water also becomes strong. This cycle is one way to drain this strong metal energy in this chart. But at the same time, This metal controls the small wood strongly. And because this wood gets suppressed by metal, the wood tries to generate fire to overcome this metal by the controlling cycle between fire and metal. However, you can see the strength of this small fire is not enough to control this big metal. How about this generating cycle between earth and metal? Because this metal energy is too strong, the generating force from earth to metal is not very welcoming, which means meeting strong earth energy is not a healthy situation for this chart. The year of 2018 is a very good example for that. The heavenly stem of 2018 was young earth, and the earthly branch of 2018 was also young earth. We'll learn that later, but in this situation, this 2018's energy created really strong earth energy. We can immediately see this chart became more imbalanced in 2018 because strong earth added up more energy to strong metal by generating cycle. At the same time, the earth energy controlled the water in this chart and blocked the flow of generating cycle from metal to water. So, among the 5 elements, this side became stronger and this side became relatively weaker in 2018. And all the possible issues we can imagine through the lens of 5 elements could happen to this chart last year in 2018. In terms of relationship, in terms of personality, in terms of health as well. Let's look at one example. Earth is the mother of metal in generating cycle, so this chart might have some troubles with mom in 2018. This mom kept controlling this water, which means the mom controlled all the things that metal tried to generate, tried to express, tried to do, which became a nagging mom. So if someone's mother became like that in 2018, those people might have a strong metal chart like this. In terms of health, the controlling cycle between earth and water was a big problem in 2018, especially for this kind of chart, like strong metal. As we discussed before, there was too much input here and lack of output in 2018. Therefore, this chart should have some digestive issues in 2018, especially tendency towards a constipation because there was too much input without output. In Chinese medicine, kidney is the water organ and the pathology of earth is dampness. So it is possible for this chart to have kidney problems in 2018 due to too much dampness. These are very simple examples, and in real situation, it is a little more complicated. So from next video, I will explain how to read one's Bazi chart from A to Z, covering as much topics as possible, including life, relationship, and health, in the very simplest way I can. So, thank you for watching this video. This was Dr. Jaden, and I will see you again. Bye!